after I got into publishing, I took it more seriously. I had written little things before. And I was very shy about it, although I liked it. When I was a teacher at Howard, I had joined a writers group. And it was fun. It was social. They had great food. There were colleagues of mine. And at some point, they wouldn't let you just continue to bring your little high school essays or whatever. So I had to write something new. And I began a story that was later incorporated into the first novel I wrote.
The Bluest Eye.
The Bluest Eye.
Yes.
And I just left it there. But later on, when I was in Syracuse, getting ready to move to New York, I began to work that story a little bit more in the evenings. And I think it was not only because I sort of was interested in it, in the plot. I felt compelled at that time, this is mid-60s, most of what was being published by black men were very powerful, aggressive, revolutionary fiction or nonfiction. And also they had a very positive, racially uplifting rhetoric to go with it. All of which was stimulating, but some of which I, as an older person, thought, wait a minute. One of which was, you are my black queen, black is beautiful. And I thought, yeah, but why so loud? Then I thought, wait a minute, they're going to skip over something. And no one's going to remember that it wasn't always beautiful, you know. No one's going to remember how hurtful a certain kind of internecine racism is. The things I talked to you about earlier, about being at Howard and how people were privileged because of these physical characteristics.
That's right.
And some people felt very apologetic because their skin was very, very dark. See, we used to call each other names, obviously, when we were kids, but I didn't think it was, like, serious, that you could actually take it in. So when I wrote The Bluest Eye, it was about that. Before we all decide that we are all beautiful and have always been beautiful, let me speak for just a moment here for some of us who didn't get that right away. You know? So I was deeply concerned about the feelings of being ugly.
There you go with the feelings again.
That's right, just how it feels.
Yes.
How it feels. So you've got the most vulnerable people in the world, which are children, female black children who have never held center stage in anything. If they appear in a book, they're a joke or, you know, just some color, local color, or a little walk-on part. The least important. Now, black women have sometimes held center stage in some books by blacks, even sometimes by white. But then, you know, they were maids, cooks, housekeepers, you know, they were really running. But the children were always lesser. So I wanted to have a little hurt black girl at the center of this story. And it was difficult because focusing on her only was just too depressing, you know, because you lose some of the thrill of being young. There is some thrill to it, you know.
Yes.
So I surrounded her with people who were more like myself and my sister.
So people will understand what it means to be treated in that way.
That's right.
That's very, very good. Very powerful.
That was a big motive in writing that book.
Absolutely. And probably in many of your books.
Oh, yeah. Carried, you know, it continued to be an interesting, you know, thread